You might be wondering, Nevaeh, why are you doing homework late? Well, to be honest, I did a little bit this when I got home from school and stuff. But I have been working for some money so that I can go on a trip and stuff. So it's not like a vacation trip. I mean, I guess you would say that, but it's not really a family vacation trip. It's a school trip. But so we're gonna be doing some homework and read the Bible. I'm gonna be able to read since I have so much homework to do. But um, hopefully we do get to read some. And it's like 9:36, so I'm gonna try not to stay up until. I don't really want to stay up until 10:30 at least, but I'll probably say 11, so 11:30, so I'll have time to do my homework. And so we're gonna do the easy stuff first, and I'll get it out the way and all that. And I'm pretty sure the test is tomorrow. So I'm gonna good. So not good. But let's hope I get all my tests done so I don't gotta worry about it next week, and I can be caught up and just do whatever my class does. Cause woo, y'all, I'm gonna make up a lot of work. So y'all, it's not even funny how much crazy, but y'all, bruh. But we're not complaining. At least they're letting me get caught up and they're not being rude about it. So, without borders, let me walk upon the water. Oh my lordy McNolly. Yo, I am set with homework. I don't even know what this is. I don't know what it says, but I do know I have to do it. I'm pretty sure I'm gonna do that today, but I'm not sure. So we got that to do. And we got homework to do, other homework to do. We're gonna need these pens. So basically my whole backpack is homework. That's homework, yep. Y'all, this ain't funny. I gotta clean up my backpack. Oh, that got ripped, but I gotta make sure I as I put up so I can finish it tomorrow. Y'all, I gotta get all this out. I gotta clean my bag. It's bad. There's just all in the bottom of it. And don't talk like that, y'all. Even though I did, don't. Okay, so I'm not trying to show you all my stuff. Oh Lord. Mm. Y'all, that's what I'm gonna do real quick. So I can go ahead and get that out of the way. Well, I gotta use something. Yeah, y'all, this is. I have so much work to do. It's bad, but I can lock in. Lock in. All I have to do is lock in, and I'm good. I believe I can get done with every single part of this. I just gotta do my time wisely, not spend too much time talking, Not that I don't want to talk to y'all. I love talking to y'all, but we're gonna do every last work. At least I'm gonna try. I don't, I'm just going to say I had a lot of extra stuff that I did have to do because I really do. Trying to see which one I want to use because I don't know which one. They're different. They're like scented. So, oh, I love watermelon. Which one is it? So I might do watermelon because I love watermelon. It's close to the red. Okay, so it's this one. I'm going to use this one because it's more like watermelon and I love watermelon. So we don't lose this one. So let me go ahead and highlight because I'm pretty sure the test is tomorrow and I've had this for 2 days and I'm pretty sure this is like the first time I've studied it. I've had this for like 2 or 3 days, I think. Okay, we can't highlight too much because we don't got a lot to highlight. So I'm just wondering how I'm gonna remember this. We're gonna figure it out. So accreditation, granting approval. Oh, let's go. I think I know how I can remember this. None of them start with an A except for this one. So I can remember this has an A in it and this does too. Or belief in a school. Yo, I'm not gonna overthink this one because if I do, I'm gonna get it wrong. So okay. I don't know. There's so many C words. I don't know how to do this. Let's go. Okay, I think this is dent. I'm gonna think of document. That's how I remember. Y'all actually learned the thing, but the test is, I think it's tomorrow, so I have to know. And if I don't think I'm ready, I'm just not gonna do it. Credible. I feel like this one's you're easy to give credit. You're reliable, believable. I think I got that one, but I'm not sure. Credit to believe that someone will do something. I might got that one too. They're basically the same, so I think I got this one at least, and this one. And I'm almost am sure I got this one. Creditor. How I remember this one is creditor. So it's a person, of course. So creditor. I'm gonna remember a person. Credulous. Tending to believe too easily. Easily convinced, easily fooled. Okay. How it says lust, it's I'm gonna say, well, you believe lots of people. I think I got it. Creed. A set of religious beliefs or principles. I don't know about that one. I don't know if I can remember that. Discredit. To refuse, to believe, to reject. So I think I got this one because it says dis. To refuse, to reject. I think I got this one. What am I? Credible. Not believing. Improbable. Unlikely. And I probably don't need to stay up here too long because it might be cold and kind of sick. Kind of not. And it's mostly probably just allergies and sickness combined and like a cold. So incredible. I think I got this one. Maybe it says incred. So you cannot be incredible. I don't know. I just feel like I'm gonna mix these up because there's so many C's word. There's one D. Okay, so there's one A word. 1, 2, 3. 6 C words. One D word. Two I words. Okay. Okay. So there's a lot that I do need to work on. Because if I would have took this test without studying, it would have been so bad. So I did study that one. Okay. I do need to be more organized, but I'm kind of working on it, so. I have to copy somebody, so I can't do this one. But this was like notes, and you had to fill in blanks, but I wasn't there to fill in blanks, so I got to copy off somebody. So I'm going to put this in there. Then I got to read this. It's not going to be fun to read, but I'll probably get to read it in a minute. Because I do have some stuff that I really got to do, and I can probably do this one fast. So I'm probably going to wait for this to be last. So. And I gotta learn this. Oh, lordy moly. So we're gonna, I'm not trying to show you her name. I hope I didn't. If I did, I'm sorry. This would be something I probably won't study the math day because the test is not until Tuesday. So I'll have to study that like tomorrow or something. And I'm pretty sure the time test is tomorrow. So I'll study that one. And I'm not ready yet. But I don't like waiting and waiting and waiting. So. But I don't know when she went. No, I don't know. I'm not gonna waste time. It's already 9:49. Okay, so we did pretty good in the last like 10 minutes. So I'd say we do the easier stuff last because then I'll feel like I have a break. Yeah, so that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna do that one last because that's easier. And I already did one page today. Don't know if I got it right. I tried. So I got 1, 2. No, that's 3. No, that's 2, 4, 5, 6. I'm pretty sure I got 6 more pages to do in this book. So we're not going to try to do too fast. Yeah. Hopefully this medicine is working. I think it is. So I basically, like most of my work is in from one class. The other stuff is basically like notes. Just gotta study or read over. And I'm gonna go get some more. Y'all, it's bad. Like, I'm basically coming over a sickness. Like, I'm just getting over it and stuff. But I don't know what I'm doing. Here we go. This is called, it says, read the public document. This is not what it's called yet. Then answer the questions that follow. So basically read then answer. Which is really easy. So, y'all, this actually ain't much. It really is not. Because most of them, so I basically got one story and some questions. And I gotta read that. Story and some questions, story and some questions. So I got like 3 stories and a question, but one is longer than the other. Okay. From the Little Rock Nine. I don't know if y'all ever heard of that. I've heard of it, but I low-key don't remember right now. Most of it. So we gotta read it, and I don't think I've read any of it, so plus I got questions, so I'm not about to just guess. Because you never know if she's gonna take it up for a grade. So we ain't doing all that. Like, we're gonna actually try. And I hope y'all try to. Because I do believe that Jesus would want us to try our best in everything that we do. It was in a scripture or something, and I'm pretty sure it was like saying the same thing. Also, before I get started, remembering it, and we said this today in our Wednesday service, he was talking about how many people, and I think I've said this many times, y'all, and I want to correct myself. He said many people say that God won't put you through things that you can't get through. Like, he won't give you things that you can't get through, I guess. But he was like, no, it's God wouldn't put you in a temptation that you couldn't get out of, I guess. But I think I have to learn more about that, just because, so I know what I'm preaching about. How did I get that on me? Yeah. Ain't no way, bro. I got marker on me. How did I do that? Yo, I don't even know where that's at. I know that's marker though. Anyway, we're gonna read the Little Rock Nine, or from the Little Rock Nine. It's little, like, whatever it's called. I don't really know the name of it. And they have like little sections. Okay, so I hope y'all like this history kinda. I feel like it's good, so hopefully people stay and listen, because I feel like I do better when I'm talking to people. Oh, I didn't know you commented, sorry. Jesus Christ is same yesterday, today, and forever. Amen. Amen. Yes, amen. So, who are the Little Rock Nine? So it's explaining what we're about to read about, basically. In 1957, 9 ordinary teenagers walked out of their homes and stepped up to the front lines in the battle for civil rights for all Americans. And stepped up to the front lines in the battle for civil rights for all Americans. The media coined the name Little Rock Nine to identify the first African American students to desegregate Little Rock Central High School. The end of legal segregation. If you don't know, I'm pretty sure segregation is where the blacks and whites are separated, and then integration is where they're together, but I'm not sure. But I think so. The end of legal segregation. So segregation was at one point legal. It was okay. But the end of legal segregation. In 1954, the Brown versus Board of Education of Topeka Supreme Court decision outlawed segregation in public education. Hold up. Sometimes I have to read this if I understand that. In 1954, the Brown versus Board of Education of Topeka Supreme Court decision outlawed segregation in public education. Little Rock School District Superintendent Virgil Blossom devised a plan of gradual Little Rock School District Superintendent Virgil Blossom devised a plan of gradual integration that would begin at Central High School in 1957. Okay. The school board called for volunteers from all black Dunbar Junior High and Horace Mann High School to attend Central. Wait. The school board called for volunteers from all black Dunbar Junior High and Horace Mann High School to attend Central. Prospective students were told they would not be able to participate in extracurricular activities if they transferred to Central, such as football, basketball, or choir. Many of their parents were threatened with losing their jobs, and some students decided to stay at their own schools. The first day of school. On September 3rd, 1957, the Little Rock Nine arrived at Central High School, but they were turned away by the Arkansas National Guard. Governor Overall Fabius called out Governor Overall Fabius called out the Arkansas National Guard the night before to, as he put it, maintain and restore order. The soldiers barred the African American students from entering. They wouldn't let them enter. The students arrived at Central alone on the first day by prior arrangement. They gathered by prior arrangement. By prior arrangement, they gathered at the 16th Street entrance with several local ministers who occupied them. Elizabeth Eckford arrived at the other end of the block by herself. She was met by a mob screaming obscenities and threats, chanting 2, 4, 6, 8. We ain't gonna interrogate. More than 2 weeks went by before the Little Rock Nine again attempted to enter Central High School. On September 23rd, 1957, the Little Rock Nine entered the school. Outside, rioting broke out, and the Little Rock police removed the nine for their safety. So the cops were trying to protect them because people were like, I guess, throwing out threats and like just bashing them because they were at their school. The president becomes involved. On September 24th, 1957, President Dwight D. Eisenhower. On September 24th, 1957, President Dwight D. Eisenhower ordered units of the U.S. Army's 101st Airborne Division, the Screaming Eagles, into Little Rock and federalizing the Arkansas National Guard. Right. On September 24th, 1957, President Dwight D. Eisenhower ordered units of the U.S. Army 101st Airborne Division, the Screaming Eagles, into Little Rock and federalized the Arkansas National Guard in a televised speech delivered to the nation. President Eisenhower stated, "Mob rule cannot be allowed to override the decisions of the courts." Cannot be allowed to override. On September 25th, 1957, under federal troop escort, the Little Rock Nine made it inside for their first full day of school. The 101st Airborne left in October, and the federalized Arkansas National Guard troops remained throughout the year. They were trying to keep them safe. Inside the school, the Little Rock Nine had assigned guards to walk them from class to class. The guards could not accompany the students inside the classrooms, bathrooms, or locker rooms. They would stand outside the classrooms during class. In spite of this, the Little Rock Nine endured verbal and physical attacks from some of their classmates throughout the year. Although some white students tried to help, few white students befriended any of the nine. Although some white students tried to help, few white students befriended any of the nine. Those who did receive similar treatment as the 9, such as hate mail and threats. One of the Little Rock 9, Minjin Brown, was suspended in December for dropping chili on some boys after they refused to let her pass to her seat in the cafeteria. She was later expelled in February 1958 for calling a girl who had hit her with a purse white trash. After Brown's explosion, students passed around cards and read, "One Brown fight, one down, 8 to go." Brown finished high school at New Lincoln School in New York while living with Drs. Kenneth and Mamie Clark. The Clarks were the social psychologists whose Dahl test work demonstrated for the Supreme Court, and Brown that racial prejudice and segregation caused what? I'm so confused. The Clarks were social psychologists who Dahl test work demonstrated for the Supreme Court, and Brown that racial prejudice and segregation caused. Wait, y'all, hold up, brain fart for. The Clarks were the social psychologists who Dahl test work demonstrated the Supreme Court, and Brown that racial prejudice and segregation caused African American children to develop a sense of inferiority. The remaining 8 students completed the school year at Central. Senior Ernest Green was the first African American student to graduate from Central High School. The aftermath. The following year, the city's high schools were closed to prevent further desegregation, while the NAACP continued to pursue the legal case to integrate Little Rock School. The following year, the high schools were closed to prevent further desegregation, while the NAACP continued to pursue the legal case to integrate Little Rock schools. When the schools reopened, Charlotte Walls and Jefferson Thomas returned to Central and graduated in 1960. Thelma Mothershed received her diploma from Central High School by taking correspondence courses to complete her studies. The rest of the Little Rock 9 completed their high school education at different schools. The Little Rock 9 have received numerous accolades and rewards for the renewed NAACP Spingarn Medal. From the renewed NAACP Spingarn Medal to the nation's highest civilian honor, the Congressional Gold Medal. And now it's questions. And if y'all type anything, I can't see it just because my books are in the way of it. So, that's short. In spite of this, reread paragraph 9. Give me a little bit. Okay, so first I read. Okay, hold on. I'll highlight the sentence. Okay. The Little Rock 9 had assigned guards to walk them from class to class. The guards could not accompany the students inside the classrooms, bathrooms, or locker rooms. They would stand outside the classrooms during class time. In spite of this, the Little Rock 9 endured verbal and physical attacks from some of their classmates throughout the school year. Although some white students tried to help, few white students befriended any of the 9. Those who did received similar treatment as the 9, such as hate mail and threats. Hate mail and threats. So the sentence that, in spite of this, the sentence was, in spite of this, the Little Rock Nine endured verbal and physical attacks from some of their classmates throughout the school year. And the question says, how does this sentence help to develop the key concept, which is main idea of paragraph 9? No, this one's hard. I don't know. That one's hard. I'll have to skip it. So here's paragraph 3. Prospective students were told they would not be able to participate in extracurricular. I don't know what perspective, but like prospective students, I don't know. Prospective students were told they would not be able to participate in extracurricular activities if they transferred to Central, such as football, basketball, or choir. Many of their parents were threatened with losing their jobs, and some students decided to stay at their own school. Okay, choose 2 details from the paragraph that best supports for the correct answer to part A. Okay. And if we do that other test tomorrow, I'm definitely tell her I'm probably not ready. I have not studied that one at all. And who knows, I might learn it, but like, I don't know if I'm ready. If I'm ready, I'll be ready. But if not, like, I don't know. So it says reread the section titled The Aftermath, which describes what happened to Little Rock Nine in later years. Then describe the key concept. Okay, so first, the following year, the city's high schools were closed to prevent further desegregation, while the NAACP continued to pursue the legal case to integrate Little Rock schools. When the schools reopened, Charlotte Walls and Jefferson Thomas returned to Central and graduated in 1960. Thelma Mothershed have received numerous accolades and awards from the renowned NAACP Spingard Medal to the nation's highest civilian honor, the Congressional Golden Medal. and how the sentences in that paragraph develop that. Brain fart again. I keep having a brain fart. And it says include one detail from the paragraph. It says include one detail from the paragraph in your response. So I say the author state. I'm probably gonna read this tomorrow and be like, huh? Excuse me. Looks like somebody's here. Apparently, I'll erase a lot because I don't have any Erasing. Thank you so much. I appreciate you a lot. Even if you didn't, you're always like here to support me and be the biggest fan, and I'm so like just very thankful for that. And y'all go subscribe to the one who said, she's the best. I don't want to say it wrong. At 11 Queena, dash something VJ9. Shout out to them. They're so great. And shout out to at DAR Win ZF1 or L. Yeah, I'm doing homework. I have a lot. I missed many days because I was sick. Still kind of recovering, but you know. Thank you. And I have like a church trip, so I pray that I don't get back sick because I want to get back. I want to go to that. How have y'all been though? I didn't know that right. I didn't. I don't really want to spell it right, but I know I need to. Because you know, if it's in the text, I need to spell it right. I hear somebody clapping outside. I don't know. It's late. Like I'm like, what? And somebody just shut the door. So I don't know. Okay. I'm done. I'm done with that one, and I might get done with those, but if I don't, I mean, it's okay. I did two, if you count pages, then I did 1, 2, 3, 4. Well, I didn't do that one because I didn't know, but I did do half of it, so 5. Like, I did like 5.5 pages, or like 4.5. So I'm done with this right now, and I probably might do some on the bus, but it is getting late, and you know. I don't even know what that is doing. I forgot what lesson. It's lesson 8, but I'm not sure. That's 7, so I think we're on 8, but I don't know. So I at least gotta get this done, because I just gotta get it done. Let's see what deployed means. I'm trying to make sure I'm not missing any of y'all's comments. I really hope I'm doing the right one. Deployed, to arrange troops or equipment in position for battle. To put into use. Okay. The millenary. Am I saying that right? Military. Y'all know that feeling where you got something in your eye? I got that feeling. And I don't know what it is. The millenary deployed an army of lawyers to protect his money. I think it's that. The captain deployed the navy with great skill. Aaron had many natural gifts, and in math she deployed them well. Yeah, so I'd say. He deployed down the field with ball in his grip. Let's say, yeah. The grapple. To struggle with in close combat, to wrestle, to come to grips with an iron staff with a claw for grasping and holding things. The grapple hooked on the derelict boat and the crew hauled it away. The grapple hooked on the derelict boat and the crew hauled it away. I would say that. Grabbed with many problems during baseball practice. The two wrestlers grappled with each other. Put this grapple under your pillow to make it softer. Adapt. That one's pretty easy. I'm probably definitely not gonna be ready for this test tomorrow, because like I low-key forgot all about us having to study it. Like it was out of mine. Adapt. Highly skilled expert. Okay. So you can adapt easily basically, but that's not what it means, but adapt. Teddy was an adapt fishing rod. The wobbly toddler took his first step this morning. The more you practice something, the more adept you become at it. Mark Twain was an adept teller of tales. Audible, I'm pretty sure. Capable of being heard. Okay, I think I know that one. The specks of dust are so small they are barely audible to the naked eye. You can't even hear that. Thank you. You're so thoughtful. A dog whistle is audible to canines, but not to humans. Bible app. But if I don't get to read my Bible, I'll definitely pray and probably read my Bible at my own time. But I don't know. Because, I want to spread God's love with y'all. But if I do read it, it'll probably be one chapter. And the reason is because it's late. So I'm trying to at least get the work done right now. I think she forgot about that one. And that one. I told her I would work on it. Mm. The sound was barely audible, so I turned up the volume. His story seemed so inaudible, yet every word of it was true. I don't know what that means. To exchange playful, teasing remarks, light, playful conversation, banter. Okay. The batter bantered with the catcher before taking the first pitch. The actor smiled and began to banter with the audience. Lavender sat silent, ignoring the banter of other students around him. The players bantered the ball back and forth, waiting to begin the game. I don't know what that is. Large in quantity, abundant. You need to drink copious amounts of water in sweltering heat. Large in quantity, abundant. The tiny cart is not copious enough for 6 people. There are a copious number of eggs in the refrigerator. Tina grew more and more as the day went on. That don't even make sense. Okay. I don't even know what that means. Paying close attention to detail. Difficult to please. Okay. Emmett is a fast eater and prefers organic vegetables. When it comes to cleaning my room, my parents want me to be more. The hospital staff is when it comes to washing hands. Her stories are mostly fastuous, with such a small grain of truth. Y'all, I'm only on A. Which I don't think it looks too hard, so I'm gonna try to get it done. I look, you might just finish this tonight and like work on some of it on this. Because it's almost 11, so I only got 30 minutes, so yeah. Okay, pangs. I don't know what pangs is. Sudden sharp feeling of pain or distress. Jada moved to the center of the stage and strummed a few pangs on her guitar. Around noon, I started to feel hungry pangs. Zendaya felt a pang of regret when she saw that going back was impossible. Builders removed the pangs needed to work. Their work. Proceed. To go or come before in time. To go or come before in time, rank, or position. Without instructions, I had no idea how to proceed with the next step. A king precedes a prince in rank. Proceed the cucumbers after the danger of frost has passed. The first day of school precedes the last day of school. That one didn't make sense. The war was a crucial event in the country's history. Brenner's trip to school meant her grades weren't very good. I know it curl swords, but I'm gonna make sure that's what it means in this. Extremely important. Vital in resolving something. Crucial budget decisions await the next principal. The budget is crucial for ours. I'm gonna have to go to D. I got it. Okay. Which word goes with color? expert. Okay. I don't even know what that was. I think it was like fluff or something. Probably from the dryer. You know that stuff that gets in the dryer? Yeah. I was cleaning some clothes out of there. That's crazy. Yeah, I'm the only one. Okay. Wrong seat, and then we got one more deep. And then I'll probably do the rest on the bus because I'm tired. Oh Lord. I might just get my phone to read my Bible for me. I know I don't do that, but I'm tired. Um, Beautiful. No, I put B and it wasn't B, it was D. Okay, almost done. Like falling asleep in my head or something. almost done, y'all. Okay, I'm done with that. I don't know any of the words really. Whew. Probably do the rest on the bus tomorrow. If I don't forget. Like, I could do that one later. These two I have to do on the bus, but I doubt I'll finish them. I don't think she wants me to turn that in. I think I just need to review it. I'm done, guys. I'll probably just let my phone read my Bible to me. So I love you guys, and don't forget Jesus loves you more, and you matter. I love you guys.